here's a little update, y'all. I don't have my GoPro on, so I'm just using my phone. So it's gonna focus like in and out. The reason I don't have the GoPro on is just one, I'm not trying to get it all wet because it is drizzling. I don't want to mess it up, and for some reason, like when I put it on my head, it does overheat just a little bit. So the car is down. I put the front end down yesterday. I'm working on the back half of it right now, but the back half is just a living hell right now. Let me go over here and show y'all just a little bit of how's my what's it called? How my bolts have been lately. 1, 2, 3, 4. You know, that's how it's been back here pretty much. Snap bolts. But I'm not really phased by it. I already know I'm just gonna, if any major bolts snap that are into the actual chassis of the car, I'm just gonna drill them out and tap them. Well, drill them out and rethread them. So that's why I'm not really worried about that. Right now I am working on taking off these bolts right here. The trailing arm bolts are right here, this one, and then the one on the other side that's right there. Taking those off. Luckily those have come off really easy, so I'm not really worried about that. The reason I'm just gonna go ahead and take this whole trailing arm off is I snapped this bolt right here. I snapped this bolt right here. This bolt I snapped also. So that's why I'm just gonna go ahead and take the whole trailing arm off. Do all that good stuff. Go to you pull it, get a new one. For some reason, the ones that you pull it that are like out into the fucking weather elements are not rusted, which is weird, but I'll take it. So yeah, that's what I'm working on right now. Car's in the air. I put it down yesterday. I was working on the other side yesterday. I got the other side trailing arm bolts off. They came off. One of them was coming really slow, so I think I spent like an hour and a half just literally just turning the goddamn ratchet. This side on this side's coming. This side right here is coming off pretty easy. This side over here, it's coming off easy also. It's just coming off a little slow. Not as slow as yesterday though. But that's the update on the car. I would put the GoPro on and record for y'all and show y'all the headaches that I'm going through, but it's gonna take so long and the video's gonna be so long. So I'm just gonna show y'all the aftermath, and then I'm sure I'll explain to y'all the pain that I feel in taking it off and snapping the bolts. Yesterday was horrible. I was snapping bolts. I got so frustrated I just went inside. But yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and finish taking off these two bolts right here, and then once I'm done with those, start releasing the e-brake cables, because I'm just gonna take off the e-brake cables also and replace them. But yeah, there's just the back half now, and there's not really much to do to the back half as it was the front. I just got to put my suspension on, my new bushing on, and that's it for the back half. I don't have to do anything else. If anything, I could change the internals in here for the drum, but that's pretty much it. Oh, and then just the brake lines, but that's not gonna take long. That was super easy for me to do. I already have the kit, so that's all I have to do on the back half. But you know, the easy stuff in the car normally turns out to be the longest and harder stuff, because the front was super easy. There was only one bolt that snapped, and that was at the beginning of it when I was first putting the motor mounts in. So that was, luckily, thank God, that was the only bolt that snapped in the front. But in the back, everything's just giving away. So like I said, I'll show y'all here in a little bit. When I take the bolts out, I did, when I went to U-Pull It, I also did not steal, but I took some bolts, bought some bolts from U-Pull It that were these that hold this trailing arm up. They were off of Integra. They were super good. They were in great condition. They're pretty much new. I'm wearing gloves just because I've been beating up my hands a lot, so I'm wearing gloves just so they don't get dirty. The dirt, the oil, all this takes a while to come off, so that's why I'm wearing gloves. My strength is really being tested today with this goddamn car, because it is a pain in the ass. It's annoying, but it'll be worth it, so I'm not really worried about that. I also did take off the old exhaust. You can't see it. Let me see. There's no exhaust. See, a little bit right here. I took it off. I went ahead and cut it off, actually. So I cut that off. But yeah, right now, like I said, I'm just working on this trailing arm. I got the other bolts for that trailing arm off. And on the literally on the same side, these bolts that I showed you that I snapped on the same side. So don't think I got any of them. I think I only got one bolt out, and it was this one. I literally only got that one bolt out, and that was it. The rest all snapped. They just all gave way. So that's my next goal. Take that off, and then something that's, I don't know who put it on or who had the car before me, or why is it so tight on there. On each side, both of the toes are on there very, very tight, and God bless, I have pulled and used a lot of strength, and I don't know, but for God-given reason, those things are on there so hard, man. Even with full power, I'm laying on the floor, but I can't get a good hand position just because the jack's in the way. But Jesus, for the love of God, those things are on there super tight. I can't. I'm even, like, I'm not trying to, but I'm even almost considering just trying to snap them, but I can't even snap them. Like, I don't have that type of strength to snap them. I hit the other side with the impact gun, the air impact gun. Nothing, didn't budge. This side, I tried it. I haven't really got a good position to try it by hand, so I don't know if I'll be able to snap it. Because if I snap it, I'm not really worried about it. Like I said, I'm just gonna drill it through, rethread it, and that's it. Gonna call it a day. It'll push back a little longer, but it won't be that long, just because I'm gonna get right on it. But yeah, that's just mainly what I'm dealing with right now. Those toes, man, those things are on there good on both sides, so that's really what's kicking my ass. And I don't want to take the second bolt off, that's because it's connected twice, one here and then one to the chassis. So I don't want to snap the one that's connected here, because then every time I turn, it's gonna twist the toe up. So it might be a little better, but I don't know. Just pretty much just waiting on it right now. So I'll deal with that when I get there. So I'm just gonna go ahead and finish taking these bolts off. I'll show you what the bolts look like. I'm sure they're rusted. I'm sure they're just coming really slow, but they are coming smooth and easy, which is good. So that means it's just the bolts that are rusted, not the threads. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and take those off, and I'll show y'all what those bolts look like in a little bit. So here are both bolts. They went right here to hold up the trailing arm bushing. Please ignore the dog in the background. That's not mine, I swear. So this one has some rust. If anything, if it didn't want to break free, it would have snapped right here at this part, just because that's where all the rust is, or right here at the tip, or in the middle. This other one looks pretty good. Anywhere, maybe right here, it would have snapped around this area. But those are into the chassis, like really in there. So I know those threads are really good. I think it was just dirt, so I'll clean them out once I go get those new trailing arms and put them in there with the new bolts. I will put anti-seize on those bolts also, because just in case I gotta take them down again, I don't want them getting stuck. My goddamn arm is hurting from just the ratcheting back and forth. So I got that off. I'm gonna try the toe on this side, see how that goes. If I get the toe on this side, I'll go try on the other side. If I could get it this side, then I'll start taking off all the e-brake cables, pull those out. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna do right now. As far as the car, let me go show y'all the engine. Like I said, I'm pretty much done. Let me see, pretty much done with everything over here. There's really nothing left. Radiator's on. It's all on. Let me stand it up in case y'all are wondering, so I can explain to y'all some of the stuff I did. Let me get it to stand up right here. Cool. So pretty much I ordered this radiator from Skunk 2 Alpha radiator. This is my signal for the fan. This black one over here, this right here, is my ground. As I have it right here, I need to connect it to this right here, or anywhere, just a ground. So I gotta ground it out somewhere. Came out right here, so I gotta put it there. This one goes all the way to a fan switch, so that's where that one's going to. This one over here, bolted right here. Power, so power, signal, that's it. What else did I do? Oh, I went ahead and made my own little bracket right here to hold my fuel lines and this power wire. So I went ahead and put that there. Like I said, it's pretty much ready. It's all good here. Everything right here is good. I already have the fluids. I ordered them sometime during the week. So as far as the whole front part of the car, it's done. If anything, I just gotta put the brake pads on. This suspension, I have it self-dampened, so I think it's on the second level to last on the dampening, so it's super stiff in the front. I could go up a little more, just because if you look right here, the oil pan is really low. So yeah, that's about it. And then this right here is my, what's this? Where is this going? Oh, my cooling temperature sensor. It's going right here. Now you can see that cooling temperature sensor. I have that wired up and together. So like I said, this is done. This whole part's done. So I don't really have much to do. Like I said, I just gotta work on the back. So I see those two brake lines that are out because those go to the back. That's why I'm working on the back right now. But it's a living hell right now. It's chaos back there. It's like if somebody shitted rust on that car back there, and it's just horrible. But let me go ahead and close it just because it's been drizzling. But like I said, as far as the car, that part's done. I'm working on this half right now. I got those bolts out. I'm gonna go ahead and work on the toe. Like I said, I'll show y'all a little bit if I could get it out, or if I can't get it out, I'll explain that I can't get it out, or if I snap it, you know, just all that good stuff. I'll show y'all here in a little bit. But yeah, that's my problem right now. Is just this back half of the car is so rusted. It's just horrible. I don't know who had this car before me, where this car came from, but this is all I see everywhere. I don't know what this is. I don't know if it's sand, dirt, but it's horrible, man. Once I do get the car on the ground, once I'm ready to put the new trailer arm, the suspension on, I'm just gonna go ahead and pressure wash all this, all the bottom half. It's all gonna get clean because this is bad, man. Oh, and I still have the hole in the damn interior of the car. It's right there. Gotta clean it. I have that open just because I was leaking gas a little bit yesterday. I already got a door handle for that. I'm not worried about that. But yeah, I still gotta take that to a guy I know to get that done. I still gotta put in my fuel pump. I gotta drain the old gas. I mean, some of it's gone, but I still gotta drain that old tank. It has a bolt there. I pray it's not bad. So just do that. Drain that out, and then go get a tank of gas, put some in, and then start getting ready to set it all up. But right now, one piece at a time. This is my main focus right now, just this. So I'll show y'all here in a little bit if I can get it off. All right, y'all. So, well, with the car, I was working on the toe, and I did get it to come out, but I didn't get it to come out like I wanted it to come out. I was dang, I had a brain fart. Oh, I was taking it off, and I was turning it to the left. I hit it with the breaker bar. I took the car up, so it has 3 points of jacks, 3 points of contact actually to the ground with jacks back here, because I had to move these out of the way to get some leverage. So I moved them out the way. I went ahead and brought in the bigger breaker bar. I got it to spin. I was able to break it loose. I started using the smaller ratchet. Turns out on the back side, on the inside with these cars, it's a little cover like this that's welded to the car, and on the inside is the bolt, the fucking hole for the thread for the bolt. Look, I'll show you. Like, this is kind of hard to explain, but this is what it looks like right here. So it's a case, and on the inside are the threads where the bolt goes through all the way right here, and it threads in over here. So I'm gonna have to cut this open to access the bolt here because the bolt's just spinning in place. So I'm pretty sure what that means is that it broke off on the inside, not the bolt, the actual thread housing that's welded on, it broke off. So with that, I'm gonna have to cut that open, and since I'm doing it to this side, I'm just gonna go ahead and do it to that side because that side is actually on a little tighter than this side is. So Yeah, and each side has the same bolts snapped, literally, like I said. So it's snapped right here on this one, and then it's snapped right here on this one, and on the other side this one came out, but on the other side this one snapped, and so did this one right here. So I'm just gonna have to, you know, get a sawzall and cut most of it off, and then I might have to rethread just the, what's it called? Well, I can't rethread it because it actually broke in there, so I might have to figure out how I'm gonna put it in there. It's time for research, so go back to the drawing board, see how I'm gonna be able to do that, because I'm sure that's not the first time it's happened to anyone, so I'm sure that's happened to somebody else. But yeah, that's pretty much what happened. So I'm gonna go ahead and call it a day. I did what I can today. I took off, I'm just glad I took off those trailing arm bushing bolts, because they did come out. So because those, if they didn't come out and they snapped on the inside, that's actually into the chassis of the car, and I did not want to deal with that. It was just seized on there, so I'm glad they both came out on each side, so I know those holes are good. I'm gonna go ahead and try and work on ordering some trailing arms or getting some from You Pull It. But I gotta get trailing arms, I gotta get a sawzall, and I gotta cut that open and get to work. So let me go ahead and start doing some research, and yeah, I'll see y'all later. Thanks for watching.